Sweet.
Hey, it's the Scotch Test Dummies. We got a new Ardbeg Committee release.
It's new.
It's for 2020.
And we're going to test it!
Black style.
Woo. Wasn't sure I'd pull that off. Do you think I was going to go there?
No, that was a good one.
Thank you.
Each year in May, there's the Feis. We call it the Feis.
The Feis.
The Feis Ile. The festival, Island Festival.
Yes.
On Islay in Scotland.
Yep.
Each distillery gets its own day.
Right.
Or that's the way it was originally set. I think they're getting too many distilleries now. Some have had to pair up.
Right.
But usually for the Feis, each year, each distillery creates their own whiskey in accordance with that day.
Right.
Ardbeg has their committee, the Ardbeg Committee. They release the committee release each year. This is the BLAAACK. A Ardbeg, mature Ardbeg is what they say. Then aged for 5 years, which I didn't know. We did a live stream with this.
Yes.
5 years in Pinot Noir casks from New Zealand.
We knew it was in Pinot Noir.
Right.
But not 5 years.
Yeah.
And we knew these were casks sourced from New Zealand, but again, not 5 more years.
Yeah, and because usually, so you take, Balvenie, you take your, Macallans are usually exclusively.
Right.
Take a Tomatin with a sherry or a wine finish is usually 6 months to 2 years. 5 years is more of a maturation.
Yeah.
So, and watching or listening to Mark Gillespie on Whiskey Cast, they interviewed someone from the New Zealand, the wine distillery, where they sent the whiskey. But he just said when they got it, it was they mature Ardbeg.
They sent the whiskey there to New Zealand?
I think so. Or maybe it was someone from someone from Ardbeg, but it was mature Ardbeg and then aged for another 5 years in the Pinot Noir. So the color is very nice. We did look at this next to the drum, last year's committee release, which was a little pale. Man, I can
tell you what I get.
This is the Pinot Noir comes off a lot of times with peat. I can't tell you what kind of wine finish it is. This is a darker, like a sherry type nose with the peat, the Ardbeg peat. It's very rich. It's very sweet.
So I get a lot of black licorice.
Dark fruits. You get black licorice?
Black licorice. Touches of Bondo, but it's also raisin.
426, by the way.
425.
More reminiscent to me of the Supernovas, the Ardbeg, or Dark Cove. The dark sherry, dark wine, dark fruit influence, along with that peat.
There's a lot of prune. Peat. I get that prune, juicy. Yeah.
What I thought was a little bit low, 50.7 ABV, if it hasn't been brought down to that. We did get a comment come in that just so this is the committee release. It's a higher ABV. They will also do a regular bottling that's not the committee release. It'll be at a lower ABV, but it's at 46%. 45 or 46%, so only a little bit lower than what this one is.
A little bit of ash and nut.
Yeah, man, that wine sweetness, you can taste it before you even swallow. As soon as you take that sip and it moves in over the taste buds.
A lot of mouth smacking on my part. I apologize. Wow. That one gave me little bursts, little fireballs of peat that kind of rolled with the fruit kind of layered in. in the finish. And the fruit is kind of a like a juicy, bursting fruit that doesn't linger. It's like it pops in and out in between these little peat bursts.
Juicy fruit is a good one because it's got some tropical notes in there with it.
That is interesting.
The earthy peat, the Pinot Noir sweetness. Now, I don't even know what Pinot Noir is. I know it's a wine, but
you don't.
This is really this is
wine a lot.
No, but I'm just saying it's very. Some of the notes are very similar to a sherry. If they said this was Oloroso sherried or finished or PX sherried finished, it's pretty similar.
We'd have to
in
talk
those
to Eric
notes.
Waite.
Yeah,
because I don't know my wine at all. I mean, I've had different,
Nice mouthfeel, nice finish, hangs in there, lingers.
Yeah. The beauty of peat is it will linger and give you a very long-lasting finish. This holds up to that. There's a little maltiness in the finish. The peat's definitely hanging around. I don't really get the tobaccos. It's more of the sweet, fruity, burnt wood peatiness. When I say Bondo at the first part, and I think that's more on the nose. My dad used to do a lot of body work on old cars. And that pink Bondo you put in to smooth out damage and then sand it down. That's kind of the nose that some peats, and this one gives me a little bit.
You want to drop?
Yeah, let's see what it does. Thank you. I like it.
Very nice. Start to finish. And I still think this feels Ardbeg 10 age ranged. Ardbeg 10, maybe 12 years old. It doesn't feel like it's 15, 18 years old. Right. Anything in that area. Still just nice. In your face peat, nice in your face sweetness. Dark fruits. Raspberry jams. I called out the other day a burnt s'more with raspberry.
I remember you saying that. Like, you put raspberry jam on your burnt s'mores. You're like, no, that's just the taste I get. Kind of made me want to try raspberry jam on a s'more, though.
That'd be pretty good. Is what that would be.
It'd be like culinary s'mores at the Brunchine house.
Yep. No, you just take the raspberry jam and you saute it a little bit. Just get it where it's starting to bubble.
We'd get 100,000 subs in no time if we were doing that. It's the S'mores All the Time
Topless.
channel. Well, we'd have to go topless. I might even wear like a grass skirt while I was doing. God forbid that catch on fire by the fire. Woo! Go up quick.
I would still.
I like your steel. I would
still like to see this a little bit higher ABV, 50.7. It's good. I don't want to add water to it. I did.
I know. I'm going to add a little more. I actually got more flavors out of this with the water in than I had before.
I got a little milk. I got a little chocolate, milk chocolate, maybe even white chocolate, maybe both. Mocha.
Yeah, I get a little mocha.
Ooh, coffee bean. I just get espresso bean.
Wow.
I'm not a big fan of them, but you can go, we got the Nifty Nut House in town here. They've got all kinds of different nuts, candies, everything like that. And there's espresso beans you can buy. They're like chocolate covered. I don't like them. I wouldn't buy them, but it's in there. Like a dark chocolate covered espresso bean.
Okay. Seems like that'd be overpowering. Nifty Nut House.
All right. I gave this a 92 the other day initially.
See, I don't think I scored it, did I?
Yeah, I think you gave it a 90.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm marking it up, and I'm debating between a 93 or a 94.
Wow. I was going to mark it up too, but not that far. Holy moly. Really? Well, it's got that. You like those sherry or wine finishes.
Yeah. I'm going to say 93.
5 years, though, you said? 5 years?
In Pinot Noir.
Yeah. I was going to move it up to a 91 or 2.
Yeah. Yeah. I was debating a 94. It's so 93 plus 1 minus.
I'll move it up to a 91. And the only reason why is this. I'm not getting so when I get higher into the peats that I love, it's when I'm getting the tobaccos and the leathers. And I'm not getting that as much here. Still that beautiful, long-lasting finish, which I love. You're right, it's got those sweeter. I like how there's these little bursting fruit flavors that kind of just surprise you and almost like they're subtly popping back in. That's very interesting what they did here.
Okay, so this is $149. You kind of see a range on the committee releases, 140 to 160, somewhere in that range. To me, definite buy if you see it for that. And I might even, if I found another one on the shelf, I might pick it up just to have.
Yeah, it's your score. Now, what we wanted to do, I brought this up, and you were like,
before you, what do you think though? 149, worth it or not? Buy it or not?
Yeah, I would. So, I love Ardbeg.
Bart's conflicted.
Well, I like it, but I've got to bring this in to explain it. When you showed up with this Lefroy, we're going to do a follow-up.
Stay tuned for next Saturday. Come back.
Next Saturday. We're going to do a versus between these two.
$150.
Yeah.
$80.
Yeah. And
so
Scott served this up to me blind. And when I first got into peats, I was a Lefroy guy. And then we did a big 16 blind peat bottle shootouts. And I turned into Ardbeg, Bart. And I was just picking Ardbegs left and right. And I'll admit that what I kind of get on most Lefroys is a citrus kind of peat, not with this bad boy. And I wanted to see these versus each other. This is good. I like it. I will tell you, I wouldn't have bought this. I'm glad you did. And I've since procured more.
Me too.
Yeah. And I would not, I don't think, I like this. But I'm going to save when I go out and buy that, I'm going to save it for the verses. So stay tuned. When we do this verses, I want to see how these bad boys work out against each other, and then I'll tell you. It's good. If you're an Ardbeg fan, get it. You'll like it. It's a tier above. But boy, howdy. Leathers.
All right, till next Saturday.
Next Saturday, get ready. Make sure you click that bell, baby. Scotch it. You Scotch guys.
Cilantro.
Dummies.